This is Brendan Appel with Sons of Speed. I'm here with Todd Christensen, who is the Camaro and the Corvette marketing manager, and we're going to talk about the new 1LE package that was introduced for both the SS and the V6 Camaro today.
Right.
And if you could tell us a little bit more about that, our listeners and our viewers want to usually get these cars out on track. The
Yep.
1LE from the previous generation Camaro was a fantastic track attack machine.
Absolutely.
I know I have a Corvette and I kept getting chased down by 1LE Camaros, much to my chagrin.
Yeah.
So could you tell us what's going into the package and a little bit more about what's included?
Absolutely. You know, the easiest way to do this is if you think of the LT, the V6 1LE package, that's like taking all the good stuff from the current SS down. So it's got the SS brakes, SS suspension, the SS size wheels and tires. So it's bringing all that performance down to the V6. It raises that up a notch. When we move to the V8 1LE, we're going up one more level than that. So this is all brand new suspension, unique tuning for the MR, the magnetic ride suspension, larger wheels and tires, 295s, 305s, 6-piston brakes in the front. Electronic limited slip differential, so that's new for this and pretty unique for our class of vehicle. So all completely tuned for each car. All the chassis are tuned specific to those models to really, as you said, basically take where the 5th gen left off. Track capable for the guy who wants to get out there and be serious.
Are most of the performance parts, especially in the SS, coming off the Camaro? For example, the limited slip differential and the magnetic ride, are those basically being pulled out of the Corvette parts bin?
Well, the good news is we have such a great portfolio of performance cars. It's good to pick and choose and build technologies. Is it the same exact differential? No, but that same technology that we've used in Stingray is being adopted here. The magnetic ride is already an option on the 2016 SS Camaro, so it's been obviously introduced into this as well as a standard feature.
And is it any different than the standard or the optional SS magnetic ride suspension?
It is. I mean, this whole package is tuned specific for this. So the springs, the bushings, the stabilizer bars are all unique. So the MR is tuned specific for it. And the cool thing is, because it has electronic limited slip, the MR and the limited slip are talking to one another. So they act as, sort of a companionship.
Driving modes, are they going to be like the Corvette where you've got the 5 driving modes?
We have 4. Yep. So we have snow and ice, tour, sport, and then track.
And within track, are you going to be able to is there a performance traction management system?
We don't have performance traction management in this, but you do get competition mode that does, allow you a certain amount of slip in, lateral Gs and things like that.
And how much are we talking about for a package like that on both of these cars?
We haven't introduced pricing yet, but I can tell you these will be some of the most affordable cars with this kind of content out there.
And are there any limitations? Can you get a fully loaded car with all of the 1LE stuff on it, or do you have to forego certain creature comfort?
Yeah, good question. On a V6, available just about with anything. You get it on the level 1 or the level 2. On the SS, we're restricting it to the 1SS only. The whole point is we're trying to make a lightweight car, so we didn't really think that the buyer would want, a lot of the electronic things that would weigh it down, like heated seats and heated steering wheel and some of that. But it still has head-up display. It still has all the navigation system capabilities. It's got all the stuff that you really need, just, some of the creature comforts that we don't think probably would be a good fit for the track car.
Yeah, if you need heated seats, you shouldn't be on the track.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, visually, you've got the matte hood. Is that going to be the only standard giveaway that you're in a 1LE, or I see brake calipers have the 1LE
Yeah,
on
I mean,
them?
this is pretty much it. So as you pointed out, the most noticeable features, the matte hood, also the matte front splitter and the rear spoiler. These are unique wheels to the 1LE, and then of course the markings on the brakes.
Have you done any track testing to see how much faster this gets around than a standard SS?
There's been some track testing done. Here's what I can tell you. This is certainly faster than the outgoing 5th gen, and in fact, the LT version of the 6th gen is right on top of where the old 5th gen V8 was.
So the 6 is running just where the 8 used to be?
Pretty close, yeah, in terms of lap times. So we have a lot of high hopes for what these things are capable of.
Now, right now, this will be the most track-capable Camaro that you can buy in 2016, but we know from past experience you've got the higher end of the range for Camaro. So you had the
ZL1?
ZL1.
Yep, everybody wants to know, is there a ZL1?
Yeah, is there going to be a
coming?
ZL1 and also the track monster that you had in the last gen?
Oh, Z28. Yeah, I mean, nothing to announce at this point in time. I mean, like you said, there's always news coming out of Camaro, so stay tuned, but nothing I can report today.
Very good. Now, as far as Corvette goes. We have heard the two colors that might be leaving us are Shark Gray and Laguna Blue.
That's correct. Yeah, the end of the model year.
Any reason particularly for those two colors?
You know, it's just it's how the color studio thinks that our colors will evolve and trying to bring in new. So those will be backfilled with some new colors and just trying to keep things fresh. We do this all the time, cycle in colors in and out to keep up with the trends.
And what are those two new colors?
We have not announced those new colors yet, but you'll see similar families. So grays and blues, just updated ones, yeah.
Okay, now the best color that was on the 7th generation Corvette that you got rid of right away was Cyber Gray Metallic, replaced by the Shark Gray, which is now going away. I don't think it was received as well as Cyber Gray was.
It's still a high runner, though, actually, believe it or not. There, like you said, there were some people that were a little frustrated, but
Me being one of them.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Shark Gray still was a high runner, though, for sure.
Are we going to see something more like the Cyber Gray Metallic, maybe replacing it?
You know, I'm trying to think. You will see another gray and another blue in the portfolio. I'll tell you that much.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll tell you more about 17 model year changes probably in April on Corvette.
Yeah, with the bash over
You
it.
got it. That's exactly. You know our history.
I can't get any answers out of you guys prior to the bash. Is there anything else you can tell us about what's coming in 17 for Corvette?
You know, nothing I can tell you right now. I mean, there are some things coming that I think people will be pleased about, but we have to wait a little time before we can divulge that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Christensen.
Yeah, thank you.
Brendan Appel with Sons of Speed.